Hello Muskogee Nation of Oklahoma, welcome to the Culinary Kitchen. This is Chef Jason of Native Chef LLC. Today we're going to be doing a really easy and fun recipe using salmon. And I've done a previous recipe using salmon without the skin, and we pan-seared that one. Today we're going to grill it, and I also left the skin on. So it's just another option. Sometimes you can have the butcher take off that skin, or you can leave it on. It actually helps grill. If you leave it on, it'll stay together. So we're going to leave the skin on, and we're going to be putting some dill on it, and we're also going to be doing a really easy citrus salsa to put on top after we get done grilling. So first step of the recipe is done. I've got all the food in front of me ready to go. All the ingredients are here. I don't have to leave to get them. Next up, we got to look at what we want to do first to get our recipe done. And first thing is we're going to start marinating our, we're going to season and marinate our salmon. So we'll get started with that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the Muskogee Nation of Oklahoma for bringing me in and allowing me to present from my home and help your community out. So going to have a lot of fun today. Thank you so much for watching. So what I have here is about a 5-ounce portion of salmon. As I said, I left the skin on, so what we're going to do is we're going to season the flesh side here, and we're going to start grilling with this side down. That way we'll get our nice grill marks, and then we'll flip it over, and this will be the presentation side. So we really want to have a nice presentation side, and then people, they can pull the salmon off of the skin and then eat the salmon without the skin. And so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to season it. I got a little mixture of salt and pepper here, and I'm going to season with some sea salt, pepper, really good. And then I'm going to take some dill. Dill's a really nice herb to use. Sometimes you can't find it fresh, so if you can't find it fresh, use dry. Today I'm using this dried dill weed, and all I want to do is I just want to sprinkle some on top here. And really amazing herb, tastes great, and since we're using it dry, we can go ahead and marinate this ahead of time, kind of reconstitute it with the natural oils of the salmon. And we'll let this rest, and we'll move into our citrus salsa. And then we want to start with cutting up a couple Roma tomatoes, and we want to seed these. So basically take a bowl and kind of just dig out the seeds here, some of the liquid, and don't need to get all of them, just majority of them. Then you can also take off these little bitty tip here of that stem part, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to smash it down, and then I'm going to cross cut, and then I'm just going to turn them this way, and we're going to small dice. Next up, we want some red onion. And I'm not going to need all this, and all I'm doing is I'm just cross-cutting as fine as I can, and I'll reserve the other half for another meal. And then I'll just cross-chop this way, as finely as I can. That's the key to this salsa, is you really want, especially with red onion, you really want fine cuts of the onion. You don't want to overwhelm somebody with a big piece. And then we'll finally mince some fresh garlic. And then we'll want to cut up a orange here, so I'm just going to cut the tips off until I can see the pulp, and then I'm going to cross cut this way so that it's nice and even on both sides. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my knife right next to that flesh line right there, and I'm going to follow right down with the pulp, and my next cut will be right along that line. Just follow the curvature of the orange. And then once we have that off, we just want to cut this down similar size with our tomatoes. So I'll just cut it right in half. And then last, we'll cut up some fresh cilantro to put in there. And then our last cut, we want to cut some scallions, and then these will be used as a garnish. So I just basically want to use the green ends and cut on a bias and really cut as fine as you can. Okay, so we want a fairly sized bowl, good sized bowl, and I'm going to add our orange, garlic, onion, cilantro, and then I got a little bit of sea salt and a little bit of black pepper, and I'm going to mix this up really good right away. Really colorful salsa. I'm making this for enough for 4 salmon fillets, even though I'm only using 1. I like to use this cilantro for other dishes. So if you like this one, you can use it for more than just salmon. And I'm going to take a juice of half a lime. And we'll add that lime juice. I'm going to mix this well, and I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to let it marinate in the fridge, and then we'll start grilling our salmon. Okay, I'm using an indoor grill here, and I'm going to go ahead and pan spray my grill. And here's the salmon, so it's been marinating nice. What I talked about in the intro is this is going to be our presentation side. The skin is going to be on the bottom, on the top first to start out, but then when we flip it over, the presentation side will be this side. So I'm just going to start it right down. And it should take about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, but it depends on how hot your grill is. And I'll show you kind of, the salmon will tell you when to flip it. So I'll show you when it's ready to flip. So the salmon will kind of tell you when to flip it. This side's a little bit more thinner than this one, so this one's cooking a little bit faster, but whenever the white part gets halfway up onto the salmon, you know, basically it's half cooked. So another key is we want to cook on a hot grill because it'll release and we don't want to mess with it. So we'll carefully flip it over here, and then we'll have these nice grill marks, and we'll let it cook for about another 3 minutes on that side. So it's been about 6 minutes total, 3 minutes on each side, and as you can see, because we had our grill nice and hot, that's the key, is we sprayed it first and then we set it down and we didn't mess with it, and that's how you get nice grill marks, and the salmon will release on it. So it's coated nice with a little bit of salt, pepper, some of that dill that's been reconstituted that was dry, and we'll go ahead and remove this to a serving plate. Then we'll take some of our citrus salsa here, and we'll put some right in the middle. Really good one here. Put some right in the middle, and then we'll take some of our scallions and we'll garnish around the edges. That does it for this recipe, guys. This is really easy. I'm telling you, if you can get those knife skills. I put out a video on how to use a knife. Practice. You got to practice on those soft fruits and making cuts look alike. And once you get those knife skills, basic knife skills down, it's all about eyes. People eat with their eyes. So visually, if you can make the cuts pretty similar and throw a bunch of different colors in there, that's what we did today. This salsa really makes the salmon just pop and look amazing. And the thing is, a lot of people think that they have to go out and pay $20, $25 to get this. You know, you go to a fancy restaurant, this is what they're going to do. They're going to bring it to you with a nice citrus salsa. They're going to put it over some brown rice, which is very cost effective on their end, maybe some green beans or some asparagus on the side. But you know, you're paying $25, $30 or something like this at top restaurants, and you can do it. I showed you how easy it was. It's those knife skills. Again, if you're going to be cooking with the skin on, just present it down. If you're planning on your guest eating the skin, then you would start by searing the skin first, flat, like we did. We really want to crisp up that skin so that you're able to eat that. And yeah, try this salsa with all kinds of different stuff. Chicken, fish, beef. You know, get some blue corn tortilla chips and have this as a snack, a side salsa snack. So really good and really easy, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much again. Take care and take care of yourselves. Be careful out there. Miigwech.